welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's a Tennessee native from just outside of Memphis, Ken Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Oh, that one well designed as we'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Tannehill on first down. Zach Ertz has it complete. Touchdown, Titans. Zach Ertz, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And the Seahawks first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You talk about this Titan defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Smith. He'll buy some time right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback run series involved now, and we just saw the evidence of it.
Do defenses hate that?
Drives them crazy because the quarterback is usually not a guy that runs the football. You cover everyone else, and all of a sudden he waltzes in on you.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the interception, here's Smith. Touchdown! Noah Fant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Seahawks 14, Titans 7. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Returnable for Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. That's a punt return of 89 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7.
21, Titans 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Tight right. Let's go.
Tannehill. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
I'm on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey!
Inside handoff, Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
That's another Titans first down.
Now Tannehill. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Titans come in search of win number 9 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Folk connects on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Geno. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Seattle.
From the red zone now, Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And quickly, they get to the line. On second down, it's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little.
They've got his man complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. A first down carry for Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for them, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins. His second TD of the game at 16th on the season. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle, here's Walker.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Over the dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now Smith going to change the play. Now Gino on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
13 next.
Toss left side for Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith rolling to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And bulldozing is waiting. Now a hit and a loose football. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Moving inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Off of play action, here's Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Titans 21.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And the Titans, first down. First and 10.
To the air again, Tannehill.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Jordan Brooks with it.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
A gain of 14. And the Seahawks, first down.
Now Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble lost.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement if he gets there. I have no reason to believe he won't.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Tannehill. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins, 36 yards.
And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Play action. It's Smith. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time for number 14. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth with the ball.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He'll get this one to Cup, complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Tannehill looks to change things up.
At their 49-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 4.
Here's Tannehill.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Block.
Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
To throw on second down is Smith. And this one too low.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
From the gun on third down, Smith. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, it's a clip. 13X.
Smith going to throw it.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. On 1st down, Smith. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
65, Titans 28.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in.
And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, But now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
Throwing is Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Throwing now, Smith. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
72, Titans 28. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Seahawks, it's a big win here as they move to 11.